All right, group. So now we're in the field. We did measurements. So from the spade to the flag is our 5 feet in a distance is what we're looking at. So in this 5 foot, you want to go through and count one of these rows. So I counted this row right here, and this row right here, we've counted 105 heads in this 5 foot row. So I did some other, I did two more spots in this field. One spot I got 96, and the other spot I got 88 in these. So I pulled, like I said, we'll go through and I pulled some of these heads as well. But this is what we're looking at on these different heads, and it's just like when you were scouting for corn and beans. Obviously, for us as the producer, we're going to be picking the biggest heads because that's what's going to get us the biggest yield. And then we go to Hardee's and brag about what our wheat yield's going to be. But what you want to do is, you don't want to look at your biggest heads. You basically want to close your eyes. This is what I do. Close your eyes in this 5 foot row and just randomly grab handfuls. And that way you're going to get a good average of your bigger heads versus some of your smaller heads, because this is what will, this is what will be your difference. So you can obviously see the difference in your sizes between your heads. And then what we'll do is we'll take this and then we'll count the kernels off of this. This field, so we don't spray, this year we didn't spray any fungicide on our wheat, and you can start to see some of this stuff. So if we get a little bit closer, you're seeing some, that's your smut, guys and gals. So this is, and we'll get into some of these, what stages this is going to be. Here's some more right here for too close or too far away. That's going to be some smut as well. And obviously that's going to affect your yield. And we'll get into test weight here in just a minute, but that's going to affect your yield as well. But anyhow, it's pretty healthy wheat. When you get down here and you start looking at, there's a little bit of brown rust that's coming. This is what your powdery mildew and your brown rust spots. But this wheat is probably in that state. I have a hard time guessing on this. I'm gonna say around that 10.5 to 10.6 stage is where we're setting at. And we'll break some kernel. We'll go back here to the side by side and we'll break some of these heads open and get some kernels out. You'll be able to see we're in that milk stage still. So whenever you squeeze it, there's milk that comes out of the head with it. But that's how you do it. So take your tape measure. What I like to do is I like to get flags. That way you can kind of see what you're looking at. So if you just get a flag, stick a flag here, stick a flag at the end of your 5 foot. That way you don't lose track, because you're counting a lot of heads in here. So like I said, we got 105 in this area. This is a higher area that we got. 96 in some other spots, and then 88 head count in the other spot. And then we'll do how we did the kernel counts on here as well. So we'll go back to the side by side and we'll do the head checks. The kernel checks, I'm sorry, kernel checks on this.